Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the Chris Talk Show. This is Entertainment Talks. Let's get into it. Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the show. I am your host, Chris Talks. All right, thank you and welcome again. All right, our top topic for this episode is Young Thug released from jail after a guilty plea on gang charges.
Bruh.
Yeah, wow. As always, I'm gonna let Sarah, my AI, record the story. But before she do that, if you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that like button. Well, hit that subscribe button, then hit that like button. All right, and feel free to share. All right. Uh, I'm gonna let Sarah, my AI, report the story as always, and I'm going to give you my view and my opinion at the end. All right. So let's get into it. Hit it.
Thank you, Chris. Young Thug was sentenced to time served as part of a sweeping case that originally included dozens of defendants. The rapper, whose given name is Jeffrey Williams, was released Thursday night after more than 900 days in custody. According to jail records, he will have to serve 15 years on probation as part of the non-negotiated plea agreement. Williams entered a non-negotiated guilty plea deal Thursday related to several charges, including firearm possession and participation in criminal street gang activity, while he pleaded no contest to racketeering and leading a criminal street gang. The case marked the longest in Georgia's history. In 2022, Williams was charged alongside more than 24 others under Georgia's sprawling racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations act known as RICO. Prosecutors accused the rapper of leading a criminal street gang that committed murder and a slew of violent crimes in Atlanta dating back a decade. Williams has denied that he was the head of a criminal enterprise. They argued YSL, the acronym for the artist's label. Young Stoner Life Records also stands for Young Slime Life, an Atlanta-based criminal street gang affiliated with the National Bloods gang. Prosecutors sought to prove Young Thug was the proclaimed leader of the YSL gang and was involved in crimes its members committed, including the 2015 fatal shooting of an alleged rival gang member. Young Thug had allegedly rented a car that was used by YSL members in the killing. Prosecutors said several other defendants charged in the case, including rapper Gunna, took plea deals or had their cases severed from the trial. Young Thug had been one of 6 defendants on trial together. The rapper had been in jail since his May 2022 arrest. Williams pleaded guilty to 6 charges, 1 count of participation in criminal street gang activity, 3 counts of violating the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 1 count of firearm possession during commission of a felony and 1 count of possession of a machine gun. The 2 no contest pleas meant he could still be sentenced for the charges as though a guilty plea had been entered, though he did not contest the charges. When the judge asked if he'd like to make a comment on Thursday, Williams said he takes full responsibility and apologized to his family before asking Fulton County Superior Court Judge Paige Reese Whitaker to let him go home. "I am a smart guy. I am a good guy. I really got a good heart," Williams told the judge as he stood before her. "I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool. You know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end badly." Williams added, "I've learned from my mistakes." He mentioned some of the free concerts he's hosted and money he's given to single parents and related charities. Before imposing a sentence, Whitaker told Williams, "I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem." The case drew fierce criticism over prosecutors' use of rap lyrics as proof of the gang's actions and existence, a move some said was a racist violation of freedom of speech and artistic expression and the latest instance of black art being targeted. Williams told the judge Thursday he understood how rap music's lyrics can be twisted, and said he understood the impact they can have on people's minds. "I promise you, I'm 100% changing that," Williams said. Whitaker ordered that Williams remain away from the metropolitan Atlanta area beginning 2 days following his release from custody for the first 10 years of his probation. Williams is allowed to return to the Atlanta area for weddings, funerals and graduations, but must leave within 48 hours of those events ending. According to Whitaker, he is required to return to the area 4 times a year for each year of his probation to host an anti-gang and anti-gun presentation. The judge said, Williams must also perform 100 hours of community service during each of his probation years and is not allowed to knowingly have any contact with members or associates of any criminal street gang. According to Whitaker, Williams would have faced a maximum 120-year prison sentence if he was convicted on all charges. The case had dragged on for months, including multiple motions for a mistrial, the most recent being last week. The jury selection process alone took nearly a year. 3 co-defendants in the YSL racketeering trial have accepted plea agreements this week from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Rodelius Ryan, known as Lil Rod, and co-defendant Marquavius Huey, known as Qua, entered guilty pleas Wednesday to charges of violating the state's RICO Act. As part of the terms, Ryan accepted a 10-year prison sentence, which was commuted to time served. Other counts in the indictment, including armed robbery, were dropped as part of the agreement. Ryan is currently serving a life sentence for a separate murder case. The prison times will run concurrently, Whitaker said. As part of his plea deal, Huey admitted guilt to multiple counts in the indictment, including armed robbery. He was sentenced to a total of 25 years, with 9 years in custody, 9 years on probation, and 5 years suspended as part of the agreement. Quamarvius Nichols, also known as Qua, accepted a plea deal Tuesday for count 1 of the indictment, conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. He received a negotiated sentence of 20 years, with 7 years to be served in custody and the remaining years on probation. In exchange, multiple counts, including murder, were dismissed. None of the 3 individuals who entered guilty pleas will be required to testify against the remaining co-defendants, including the main target of the case. Young Thug, back to you, Chris.
Yo, for real? Like,
Bruh.
there's a lot of years being thrown around, like, out of nowhere. You know what I'm? Just a lot of them. All right, drop my ear horn real quick. Let's get into this. All right, folks, this is the part of the show where I give you my view and my opinion, and I want to say quick shout out to that young man, Mr. Young Thug there, for getting the situation handled. Now, I don't know if he was actually a mastermind. You know what I mean?
Wait, what?
We don't know. We don't know. And at the end of the day, we really don't know. But as you can see, they told you the most severe charges, and they also included in that report. I want to thank who sent us that. Where did we get that report from? CNN. All right, let's thank CNN for that report, please. Thank y'all. Give them a round of applause. So yeah, thanks. I haven't really been following this case very closely, but I do know that he was charged with multiple counts of different things: racketeering, murder, conspiracy to commit murder, kidnapping, conspiracy to kidnap. I think, yeah, wasn't yeah, and also apparently, according to them, the leader of how we want to phrase this. Let's phrase this the right way. According to them, the leader of a criminal gang. Like,
Bruh.
it seems that anybody that's melanin or anybody that has melanin or has some type of color to them is automatically accused of being a leader of a gang.
Bruh.
Or like being referred to as a kingpin.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? It's to me, it's just kind of weird. But shout out to this rapper, Young Thug. I hope when he gets out, well, he's been released, but when he finally gets out, that he follows all the conditions and all that stuff. Because do we have the list of conditions? No, right? No, we don't have the list. Okay, we don't have the list of conditions, but to my understanding, there are a lot of them. Okay, a lot of them, a lot of conditions that he has. He has a report. I don't want to go too too much into it. I want to wait till we get it first. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Do we have a list of his conditions? So not a whole, but all right. Listen, what do we have? What do you have? Do you have anything? Okay, so we have something. We're gonna play it real quick. All right, we have some audio. Where's it from? CBS. All right, we have some audio from what is this? CBS what? We have some audios from CBS Chicago News. All right, we're gonna play that real quick. Does that list his? All right, we're gonna just run through it real quick. All right. Hit it. All right, hit it. Let's do it.
Georgia's longest criminal trial ever is over, and rapper Young Thug is out of jail this morning. He was on trial for gang, drug, and gun charges, and Reed Binion has a look at what the rapper had to say in court and the conditions of his release.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges.
Rapper Young Thug speaking at the conclusion of his lengthy racketeering trial, which marked the longest-running criminal case in Georgia history.
I want to say sorry to my family, my mom, really everybody that got something to do with this situation. I want to say sorry.
The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, sentenced to time served plus 15 years probation for charges including firearm possession and participation in street gang activity. He was released Thursday after more than 900 days in custody. In 2022, Williams was charged along with dozens of others under Georgia's Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, better known as RICO. Prosecutors said Williams led an Atlanta-based gang called YSL that committed violent crimes including murder, which Williams has denied. His plea agreement saved him from what could have been a maximum 120-year prison sentence if convicted on all charges. The judge stressed that his continued freedom relies on adherence to strict probation guidelines.
Backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation.
The judge also ordered Williams to stay out of the metro Atlanta area for the first 10 years of his probation. She gave him 2 days to leave town. Williams can return briefly for weddings, funerals, and graduations. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
And there you have it. Just some of them. I think just some of them. That's not all of them, but some of them. He's also required to take random urine tests. But I mean, 15 years of probation. I mean,
Bruh.
and if you mess up, you will do the exact sentence, jail sentence.
Wait, what?
Like, dude cannot up at all. He can't play around for Thug. Don't even with nobody. If they not there to help you uplift, stay the away from them. Don't get into no. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'm keeping it 100. Don't get into nothing. But he is required to do all those things. I think those was pretty good stipulations. I mean, listeners, y'all let me know. What do y'all think of those stipulations? Do you think they were fair? Do you think they were fair? I mean, really, do you think that they were fair?
Bruh.
I'm not trying to put no doubt. I'm just saying, do you think that they were fair?
What?
I'm just keeping it real. But I just want, I hope that, like I said, I really hope he follows his stipulations, and I hope he don't mess up, bro. Because, I mean, we gotta admit, the judge was being kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? She was. But I mean, if he up a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't see what's funny. I'm trying to keep it 100. So good luck to this young man. I hope he does continue to rap. I never really listened to his music, but I hope he does continue to rap, and I hope the label actually supports him, because a lot of labels, to the best of my knowledge, don't really like to support you when you are sitting out there trying to do something positive for your community. They don't
Bruh.
They don't like that.
Bruh.
You trying to help your community? Like what?
Wait, what?
I'm just keeping it real. That's how they act. But I hope that this man does do what he's supposed to do, and he stays out of Atlanta. But he is able to go to Atlanta for certain things, so they didn't completely like, you know what I mean. But for 15 years, I mean,
Bruh.
damn, yeah, damn. But it's better than. Be honest, it's better than sitting in prison. I do 15 years like that. It's better than sitting in prison. Like shit. You like yeah, you no, you got me completely. No, I would have took that deal. No problem. No problem.
Bruh.
Took that deal. You got me completely up, bro. I'm telling you, I would have took that with no problem, and so did he. So I mean, come on. You got to think about it. It's 15 years outside and 15 years inside. And the only thing you have to do is just stay away and avoid certain people. Avoid. Well, he's allowed to. Which they didn't mention, but he's allowed to have armed security and stuff like that. So, I mean, at least he get that.
Wait, what?
At least he get that. So, yeah. So at least he get that, and then the only thing you have to do is just stay away from particular members and particular gang members and things like that. Even in the industry, he has to stay away from gang members. He can't. The man cannot be around anybody that is affiliated with any gang at all.
Wait, what?
Now, I will say this. I see a little issue with that because a lot of entertainers are gang members.
Bruh.
I wonder if they let him out, if he's allowed to go in Atlanta to record. He can go in there and do music, though, right? Oh, all right. Well, at least they gave him that. You know, at least they gave him that. So let's give an applause to the judge on this one. It's good news, so it's no dummy buzzer. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, we can. We going dummy buzz, young. Yeah, well, we going dummy buzz him for getting caught up in such stupid bull. Dummy buzz him. All right. I got to get up out of here. I want to go get my babies. All right. All right. Listeners, drop my ball, man, so I can get up out of here, man. Drop my ball. Just do good, young thug. And that's it. I think you will succeed in getting through that probation, but just do good, man. That's it. Do your shows and do what you gotta do, man. All right. I want to get up out of here. All right. Yeah. All right. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, check us out on all of our other social media platforms. There should be a listen. Yeah, there should be a listen at the end of the show. Also, check us out on YouTube. Yeah, I know I keep saying whatever. To all my listeners, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all later. Peace out.